So these are my top 5 tips for selling through social media. Tip number 1, consider the context of consumption. Traditionally, everybody talks about the fact that content is the most important thing, but nowadays actually context is far more important in some regards, because the technological and practical circumstances in which your audience consumes your content will dictate how you design that content and make sure that it's really relevant to that audience. Tip number 2 is tell a story and learn from it. Social media affords you the unique opportunity to tell a brand narrative rather than having a sort of broadcast communication. Social media gives you the opportunity to have a discussion around what your brand wants to be and who you want to be seen to be. But importantly is that learn from it as well. So make sure you put measurability in from the beginning and you learn from what's working and what's not and adapt. Tip number 3, do your research. So unlike more costly channels, social media, because it's a largely free resource, is often undermined and there's not the same care and attention put into it. So from the very beginning, you need to make sure you're doing your research. Why are you using the channel? What are you doing? What's the campaign's objective? Has that hashtag been used? We've all seen Sue's anal bum party mistake. So just be careful, do your research. It's all too easily done. Tip number 4 is know your audience. So this goes beyond the kind of high-level segmentation that people are taught in marketing and business. It's not just I want to market to people in their 30s who are female who like jewellery. It's actually understanding why that audience interact online, who they interact with, both their own peers and brands, and what kind of interactions they like, where they hang out online, and what value you can add by being there and talking to them. Tip number 5 is know your social brand. So again, social media, some people forget that it's another way of visual branding and it's all about consistency. So social media is about building a relationship, and to boost a relationship is all about familiarity and authenticity. And with social media, you have a plethora of touch points with your consumers, and you need to be instantly recognizable no matter what touch point you're going through. So while there are different tones of voice and different approaches you'll be using on social media, consistency is key. So think about very basic things like your color palettes, your use of fonts, your style of imagery, if it's animation, if it's photography with a filter, so everything's consistent and you have this point of reference that they know who it is as soon as they see you.